All right, so this is my review for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So at first, I wasn't gonna do a review for Salt Lake City because last season was trash. Let's be real, it was trash. It was all about Jen going to jail. Maybe that one episode when she was about to get on the bus and everything else, and then the cops was there. Well, not even the cops, the feds. But yeah, but when they were there, it was just like a whole thing. But I took some notes and I am going to start off with season 4, episode 5, right? So starting off, Meredith, she tells her husband, side note, you see how her husband looks? Like he looks, I don't know, he looks stressed out or whatever. I don't know. There's his hair looks different, his face looks different. But she says they're in a good place. She says they're in a good place, and so okay, sis, go ahead, whatever, go off. After that, she tells them what happened about the trip when they went to Trixie's motel. Side note, I met Trixie in person, and she's amazing. I love her music. She's super dope. I'm a huge drag queen fan. I watch all of RuPaul's Drag Race from season 1. So I be knowing the girls. So when I saw Trixie, I was like, okay, crossover. I'm here for all of it. All of it. Anyhow, so then that's when she tells them about the whole thing with Angie K being there, how Whitney was just she invited Angie K to her situation and she was very upset, right? Which is given. It's if I didn't invite you anywhere, why would you show up? Sorry, side note, hold on. Cancel this recording. I have stuff saved on DVR. All right, so then after that, that's when also she talked about just how Monica and Lisa were beefing, how that whole thing about her 60K ring that she lost, everything else. And I get it. Honestly, if I had a 60K ring and I lost it, I would be complaining. But then again, I would not wear a 60K ring to a vacation. I mean, for reals. So then after that whole situation happens, Monica and Whitney show up to lunch. Whitney orders salad, Monica ordered pasta. I don't know if this was a production thing or whatever that was going on, but Monica wind up eating a salad. So I don't know if they're just girl, you can't be eating all this real food on camera. We need something. I don't know if Monica just didn't get the memo. It was just girl, don't be eating no cheeseburgers. Eat some fries, eat some salad, eat some stuff that we would like to see for a certain type of audience. Because sis wind up eating the salad. I didn't even see her. She didn't even touch her pasta. Maybe they saved that after filming or whatever the case may be. But that was just something I noticed. I was okay, that's very interesting. So then Whitney talks about hey, I think you're super dope or whatever the case may be. But the way that you came at Angie, which is supposedly your production friend, it put me at pause. It put me at pause real quick because I thought to myself, how can you be friends with someone and, you're just talking shit about them? But Monica was just I'm a real ass person. I'm a real ass female. If my friends is doing something disrespectful, then I'm gonna tell them. Okay, that's granted, whatever the case may be. But then that's when Whitney mentioned okay, Meredith, you think you know Meredith, but Meredith is really the type of person that you just don't want to be around with and don't want to mess with. And then, of course, production go back. First of all, they're really coming for Meredith, high key. They're really coming for her. Like, I'm not anyone's fan. Well, I like Heather, but I'm not a Heather fan. So, but like, I don't have like a stance with anyone. And I do like Lisa Barlow. I do like Lisa, but we're gonna like, you know, because Lisa, she's rich. And it's like, that's the whole reason why we watch Real Housewives. And I like Monica, but my issue with Monica is this. I did not turn on the TV screen to see, like, basically poor housewives. Like, I didn't come for that. Like, I want to see the glitz. I want to see the glamour. I want to see the glam. I want to see the diamonds. I want to see, like, all this stuff. I want a little escape. That's the whole reason why I watch Real Housewives. Like, look at, okay, so for example, like, look at Karen. Karen from Real Housewives of Potomac, right? Karen was just like, yeah, I got the Black Bill Gates or whatever. And it was all a lie because, you know, she was struggling and they were going through financial issues. That's what I wanted. Like, even though on camera, it was just all about just like glitz, glamour, random parties. Like, that's what I want to see. And Monica over here, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. All right. All right. Simmer down. Because I want to see stuff like that, okay? But anyhow, can we talk? Like, no, can we talk for just like a little bit? I like Monica. She's cool. I feel like she's real. I would not be friends with Monica because she's the type of person that'll smile in your man's face and then afterwards, like, she'll fuck him and do all this other stuff. When she said that she hooked up with her, like, brother-in-law, whatever the case may be, I was just like, yo, I would never, ever, ever trust Monica. Okay? There's no loyalty whatsoever. But she's good TV. Like, her personality is great. I like her from a distance. We'll keep that as that. But my thing is this. You talking about, like, showing your insecurities and all these different episodes, talking about, like, oh my God, I'm a single mother of 4, this and that. Like, I'm poor as hell. Oh my God. My food stamps is in the mail. Oh my God, I gotta get a new debit card. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'm a real ass bitch. I get it. You be a real ass bitch. You be the realest woman you ever want to be. But should you be on Housewives? No. Because we didn't come for Housewives for that. I'm sorry. I may get some tomatoes here. But we did not watch Real Housewives to see some regular chicks. We watch Housewives because we want to see the glitz and the glamour. We want to see these women have these businesses or their husband have these businesses, and for them just to be like, okay, you're spending money on what? Yeah, it could be nothing but some bullshit, but that's what we want to see. That's what we like. That's what I like. That's the whole reason why I watch Housewives. I want to see y'all in private jets. I want to see y'all drinking champagne I can't pronounce. I want to see all these other things. But for her, Monica, to sit here and be like, I'm wearing Zara, Steve Madden's, girl, what? I'm not trying to relate to sis in my closet. If I want to see a show like that, I'll watch a show like that. But for Monica just to be like trying to switch this, like the narrative of like the glitz and glamour of Real Housewives, it's just, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it. I don't want to see her in that kind of light. Like, not even her. If that's your life, sis, then leave the fucking show. Just leave the show. I don't want to see it. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it. Yeah, she's real. She's this, she's that. But it's like, you're the same woman that's saying that Lisa is materialistic, but you're over here on a show crying that you went all the way to whatever Valley Creek, whatever that was going on in Salt Lake City, and you bought yourself a Louis Vuitton bag. It's giving hate. It's giving insecurity. And the only person that you should be mad at is yourself. Because you said that your husband was the breadwinner, right? But then you want to go off and cheat. Am I supposed to feel sorry for you? For 18 months and then you confessed? So I know I don't believe that story. I don't believe that story that she confessed. I think that some tea was about to spill and then that she was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and like confess now so I could look like the good person. But like it's not giving that. 18 months, that was way too long. It was not no one-time thing. It was not no like, oh, I just hooked up with this person and that person and that person and this person. Like, come on. So I'm gonna get off the soapbox real quick. No, but like that shit just really pissed me off. I'm just like, yo, like, why are you just acting like it's like such a big deal? Like, yeah, Lisa has money. That's what we want to see. We want to see her cry about her glam. We want to see all this stuff. Oh, you're so materialistic. So what? That's housewives. That's housewives. That's housewives. They're all materialistic. It's the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I ain't trying to see no regular jugglers of Salt Lake City. Look, for real, if we had a regular show of Salt Lake City, who would watch? Who would watch? Alright. The fuck? Oh my god. I can't believe my eyes. No, that shit really pissed me off though. Like, for real. It's just like, girl, like, what? Like, what show did you... Ain't, you know what? What's another thing too that has me like, raise an eyebrow? What if Monica was to get all these checks from Salt Lake City and get the endorsements and her little rags to riches company, baby blanket snuggles, whatever. What if that was to fall through and she made a ton of money? Would she still be acting like, oh, this is Zara, oh, this is Steve Madden? No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. I know she wouldn't. I know she wouldn't. Because it's jealousy, it's envy. She married a man, and still she married a man with money, broke up with him, well, divorced him, married him again. It had to be something. She didn't do it for his look, she didn't do it for his sex, because if she did it because he wouldn't have cheated on her. So it's just giving like you were there for his money, okay, which is fine. But the fact that, all right, let me just shut up. The fact that you over here in the TV stream talking about broke bitches problem, I don't want to see it. If there's inflation going on, gas is high, food is high, everything is high. I want to watch women with money spend it on unnecessary stuff. Period. So, Monica, yes, this is cool and all, whatever the case may be, but this is not what I came and tuned in for. Like, all right, and so, like, Lisa, I mean, all right, what did I go to? Okay, the bar. Whitney and Monica, they were at the bar, they were talking. I just had to rant a little bit, I'm sorry. So then that's when Whitney was just like, I wouldn't trust Meredith, whatever the case may be. But Whitney is low-key like trying to see where Monica's at. She's like, okay, what type of girl she is? Whitney is very, very messy. She's the type of person that is just like, you know what? I'm going to just put a little fuel in the fire real quick, and then I'm going to stop back and be like, oh my God, look. Whitney's the type of person, if you were to lose something, or whatever the case may be, if you were to lose like a bracelet, she would have had that bracelet right there in her purse, but she'll help you find it. Whitney is messy. But production, that's why they keep her on the show. They was just like, okay, you gotta be the bone carrier, but you have to be very, very, very fucking messy. And that's what Whitney's doing. It's just like, girl, I get it, whatever. So then that's when Monica was just like, oh, so are you afraid of Meredith? And Whitney was just like, no. I'm not afraid of Meredith. I just think that she has a rumor every time. Whitney is really coming from Meredith. and so is production. So I don't know if they have something with cahoots with them, like, but there's something about Meredith. I don't know if she pissed someone off in production, and Whitney is like in ties with someone from production. So they were in a corner one day, was just like, you know what? We should attack Meredith. We should like do something. And the reason why I say that is because like even when she went, all right, this is like probably a spoiler, whatever, but even when Meredith went through her accident and they played the background music for production, like it just screamed like we don't fuck with her. But I don't mind Meredith. So we travel off to Brittany, and Brittany is just like with her family. They're celebrating her husband getting a new job because he had a non-compete. All right, cool. He had a non-compete. When you have one, they pay your salary. So low-key, he was sitting on his ass doing nothing. And let's be clear. The reason why he had that, because he was on this show, Whitney. So then Whitney is just like, oh my God, like I'm a boss woman now. I have like so much on my plate. I cannot be a mother and pick up my kids. Let me tell you something. I'm not trying to come for like none of that stuff. I'm not trying to come for Whitney and none of that. They have money. They can't hire a nanny. They can't hire a driver. They can't hire staff. Okay, maybe they don't have the money for that. But the fact that they, like, Whitney is just like, oh my God, I can't, like, pick up these kids from school. You can't pick up the kids? Whitney, what is your job? Are you Steve Jobs? Like, you can't pick up your kids? I'm sorry. My mom is a serious ass nurse. Okay? People be dying. All right? And she still made time to pick me up and whatever the case may be. So for Whitney just to have this discussion on camera, and side note, did you see? It's just like mom bothering to me. It's just like, girl, you gonna pick up your kids? You better do whatever the case may be. I don't know. Yeah, like we're not doing that. She's like, oh my God, I can't do it. I'm a boss ass bitch. I have so many things on my schedule. I'm a boss. I can't pick them up. Why? Just pick up your fucking kids. He could drop them off, then you pick them up. Meet her halfway. And the way her husband was looking at her when she said that, it was giving, I'm gonna find a new Whitney. Whitney better be careful, because I saw the way he looked at her when she was talking about, oh my God, I got so many businesses, I got this, I got that. He looked at her and he's just like, I'm gonna find a new you. Remember this. I'm not saying I'm a fortune teller, whatever the case may be, but like, remember that, because it just gives like, oh, women work hard, they have businesses, they do X, Y, and Z, and they still make time for their children. So the simple fact that like she didn't want to make the time or effort or just be like, okay, let me hire someone, even a little something like that, let me hire someone and she could be on our payroll, like, he gonna find a new Whitney because he's sick of her and he's tired of her. No, for real, because he's just like, yo, because at the end of the day, a man wants to feel like a man. He wants to be the provider. Now he got this work, like his new job or whatever the case may be, like, he's not trying to hear all that noise. He wants coffee, breakfast in the morning when he comes home. He wants a dinner. He wants this and that. Say what you want to. Oh, it's a new age. It's a new age. No, it's, yeah. And that's why you get a bare minimum for certain, oh my God. Can we talk? That's why you get bare minimum from certain men, because it's just like, yo, how do you expect a man? I might cut this off. It's okay. I'm gonna cut this off because it's some real ass conversation. We're supposed to be talking about housewives. I'm over here like, So we fast forward to Angie and her family. I like seeing Angie with her family. Yeah, she's in the way when the group comes to the group. Yeah, she comes out thirsty, but I like seeing her and her family. And so then that bed is huge. You saw that bed? It was giving East and West Wing. That bed was huge. Like, Porque Cante. Like, why is it so big? Like, but yeah, maybe why it's so big is because like it's like Angie, her husband, the dog, the baby. Well, she's not even baby, she's a preteen. But she be in the bed too, I guess, child. So Angie talks about like the reason why after their daughter was born, she just became more of a mother than a wife. Which is like something that typical that happens, whatever, but you need to spice things up if you want to keep your marriage. And like honestly, just from like the few episodes that I've experienced with Angie feels like her husband ain't going nowhere. Could it be a possibility that they have agreement? I don't know. But it's giving. Oh yeah, and then after that we fast forward to Heather and her daughters. Heather's daughters are being bullied. Like, they don't want to talk about it. I used to be bullied. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, what kid wants to talk about being bullied in the current state while they're on camera? I get it. It's just like, Mom, it's no big deal. Sis, I don't know, the older one, and that was sitting in the middle, she was just like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm just living rent-free in their head. And I was like, I know that's right. So it's just like, and then Heather want to be nasty and put some ice from outside and put it in the cup. And then she want to encourage her, the other daughter with the red hair, beautiful girl. But encourage her, be like, hey, here, just take a clunk of snow. It's just like, no, we don't want to carry on with this behavior. What? The snow from outside? Okay, Heather. But I like Heather, though. So then Lisa decides to throw a party for herself for being rich, which we want to see. Yeah, just have some random ass party, promote your tequila brand, do whatever the case may be. Everyone shows up. Then Lisa had like this like crepe stand. So Lisa and Monica. If she was a rich bitch, I would remember her name by now. Let me stop. No, but like Lisa and Monica, they basically argued about, she was like, oh, I felt away. Lisa was like, oh my God, I felt away that she called me materialistic, you know? And it's just like, girl, like, who cares what Monica thinks? Like, this is why I can't be a housewife. Because I'll be like, yeah, Monica, I'm materialistic. I came from nothing. I ain't had shit. Now I got everything I want. So, what you gonna do about it? Monica was just like, just admit that you're materialistic. It's like, girl, if Lisa doesn't want to admit it, she doesn't want to admit it. But that's who she is. Who cares? She is who she is. She got money. But it's like, Monica is over here just like, just admit the fact that you're X, Y, and Z. Why should she admit that? Why should she want to? Why should she, like... I already talked about Monica long enough. Let's just see how she is when she got money now. How she gonna act brand new? Because that's what I'm waiting for. So after their argument happened, Mary comes in, and Mary is like, oh my God, I'm overdressed. Mary was just like, oh my God, what is this? These regular degulars. I love Mary. I'm sorry, I love Mary. And that's why she's a friend to the show, because like she doesn't have to say much. They probably was just like, yo, Mary, just come in. We're going to give you this contract. Just do your one-liners. Just add some goofiness to the show. Because if Mary wasn't here, there would be no goofiness. There would be no funniness. Like, things would just be like, all right, are we really arguing about this right now? Plus, we need a little color in Salt Lake City, for reals. Mary is your typical first lady, pastor, bishop woman. They're very, very honest. They have their hat, but Mary doesn't wear hats. They have their hats. They're very, very like high class and sedity, and they're all about their opinions. And that's what I love. I want to see that. You know what I mean? So then Whitney is just like, oh my God, let me get Monica liquored up so I could like get some tea off of her. That's what it was giving. I don't know how long they were filming, but Monica was feeling very, very, very tipsy. Whitney was tipsy too. I could see it. I could still see it. I was just like, okay, they a little lit. They a little lit. And Whitney's just like, hey, Monica, what's the rumor? And Monica's just like, oh, you haven't heard? Everybody's talking about it. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. Okay, let me tell you. The rumor, but it was weird because Meredith never said what the rumor was. She said, oh, I got shit on husbands or whatever the case may be. She never said what it was. Monica is just over here talking about some rumors that she heard. I don't know if she heard it from Meredith or not. That part is a little fuzzy, but it's the simple fact that she was just like, yo, like, what is this rumor? What's going on? She's like, okay, girl, the rumor is that Meredith's husband is fucking around with these gay boys and that Angie's a beard and that the rumor is that Angie's husband is a beard. No, excuse me. All right, the rumor is that Angie likes to fuck with gay boys, and he's actually gay himself, and that he steps on his wife and they have an agreement. And Whitney acts so fake surprised. She's like, no. I'm like, girl, Whitney was high-key smiling. Her face was like, no, I don't want to believe it. Like, girl, what? She's like, we have to tell Angie. And the only reason why Whitney is doing this is because she wants to take Meredith down for some reason or another. So then she's like, so then Monica's tipsy ass is just like, all right, let's take a shot before we tell her. I was like, Monica, you about to have these bitches hate you. Not even the fact that you're poor. You're poor, but you want to have some sort of alliance. Some sort. And now they hate you? I heard that none of them ladies really fuck with her like that. But, I mean, whoo, child, ghetto. All right, so, that's when Angie was just like, all right, well, Whitney brought Angie along and was just like, hey, we have something to tell you. Angie already read the room. She's like, yo, what's up with Whitney? Whitney got some news for me. What's going on? What's off? What's this? What's that? And she's like, well, Monica has something to say. There was a rumor that Meredith spread. Monica? And it was just like, well, the rumor is that, well, I don't know if she said Meredith said the rumor or the rumor is, you know, with production, you know they be fake. So she was just like, well, the rumor is that your husband is sleeping around with other men and you guys have an arrangement and your relationship is fake. And Angie's reaction to it, I'm not gonna hold you. She heard this rumor before. She either heard this rumor before or it's true. Maybe it's both. I don't know. But she just was like, I've been married to this man for 27 years. Oh no, this woman is low down. I gotta go talk to her. And then the screen went to be continued. How I feel about the rumor? It's a rumor. I mean, people have arrangements. People have their own marriages. People do what they want. Is she gonna flat out be on camera and be like, oh yeah, this is true or not? Probably not. But when I look at her husband, I mean, you haven't been intimate for a while. I'm not saying that it's true, but I'm just saying y'all haven't been intimate for a while, and we see this. You have your child and your dog sleep in the bed. Your husband booty is very, very high, very plumped. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's true or not, but I'm just saying they built up to the fact that possibly the rumor could be true. Is it true? I don't know. If it is what it is, girl, that's your business. That's your husband. Could it be a bisexual tease? Maybe. I don't know. But that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm about to watch the second episode right now. But all right, I'm gonna just leave it at that. This episode was good. Salt Lake City's been good. Yo, like for real. So like last season was trash. I was just like, oh my God, it was so trash. I was so like, oh my God, I was not feeling it at all. But like this season's been good. I wish I could have reviewed it from the first episode, but it's okay. I'm here with y'all. We can talk about it. We're talking about a little spicy. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, so whatever you want. I said whatever you want. Ooh, child, ghetto. Like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Thank you for watching, and I greatly appreciate you. Bye.